Welcome to Company Showcase, an advertising feature on HowStreet.com.
I'm Jim Goddard. We're speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. Welcome back to the show, Larry.
Thanks, Jim.
Larry, a lot of talk about lithium batteries and recycling. What's new?
Well, you're starting to see more news on the batteries themselves and EV cars and now recycling. So that excites me. And one article that I was reading was an article commenting on the EV car market, and that was the Dutch Royal Shell, the gas, the oil company, and they were very positive on what they had to say about lithium-ion batteries and the future of EV cars. So, to me, that is a real endorsement from a company that is being challenged on the sale of oil. So they've come up with a lot of different things that really should warm our hearts. And one is that so far there's been about, from their statistics, there's been about 3.5 million cars, EV cars that have been produced, and by the end of this year they expect that number to be close to 5 million. And eventually, like in Bloomberg says, it'll be up to 40 million by 2040. That in itself tells you that we're in a very rapid growth industry, that people, when they look at our projects, they have to realize that we were trying to dot every I and cross every T so we can cover everything off in our patent applications that, that would require us having a niche in this market. Do I think there's going to be other recyclers doing certain amounts of recoveries and everything in the next 10 years? Yes, of course. It's a huge market, but I think that we'll have the total solution answer, which is cradle to grave, and that in itself is something that we are working hard to protect our investors with. We're advancing new technologies, and that takes time and effort and money. So, I'm thinking that next year is going to be a banner year for us. So far we've gotten good response on our private placement. We should be able to announce a tranche closing next week, and it's moving along. It's not easy. We've had markets that are just tearing everything apart, and November's been a real rough month. Let's hope that December's Santa Claus shows up and starts to even out the markets for us. Hopefully, Trump's meeting in China tomorrow will have positive effects in the market next week. So these are things that we watch closely, and we're optimistic. We think that we've got the answer. We know we have the answer. There's no conflicting technologies out there. There's only so many ways you can run for example, if you're running a copper plant, concentrator plant, there's technology that's been known for over 100 years. It's incorporated in that plant. There's new technologies, new chemistries, and everything else that have been developed. And so when we look at ours and we look at the chemistries that we're working with and the metallurgical results that we've had, then you can't be anything but happy, Jim. I mean, it's telling us that we have the solution in hand, and that the market's going to be looking for. We got other things that are happening out there, like a gigafactory that's being built in China that's going to be 50 times larger than Elon Musk's. That's going to put a tremendous strain on the battery metals, which will result in increased prices in those metals. And they're trying to
Larry, where are you traded?
We're traded on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the symbol AMY. We're traded in the U.S. under the symbol AMYZF, and we're traded in Germany under the Frankfurt Exchange under the symbol 2AM. And you can always find all the data that the company has published on our website at AmericanManganeseInc.com. You can contact me on my email at LREAUGH@AMYMN.com. Or you can phone and talk to somebody here at the office, including myself, at 778-574-4444. And that's pretty much will give you a good sketch of what the company's doing.
Larry, thank you so much for the update.
You're welcome.
I've been speaking with Larry Reaugh, CEO and President of American Manganese. I'm Jim Goddard. Our conversation took place on November 30th.
Comments made on Company Showcase are an expression of opinion only and should not be construed in any manner whatsoever as recommendations to buy or sell any financial instrument at any time. Archived online at HowStreet.com. Company Showcase is a production of How Street Media Incorporated.